Welcome to Carmel by the Sea, the town where you could get in trouble for wearing high heels. Yes, it's true. Unless you go over to City Hall and get yourself a waiver, you're technically breaking the law here in Carmel by the Sea. One of the quirky laws that makes this place unusual here. Up until Clint Eastwood, when he was mayor, for the first time you were allowed to legally sell and consume ice cream cones here in the city of Carmel. It's also a place that does not believe in numbers on buildings and numbers on houses. None of the residents has numbers on them. Figure that out sometime. Now you're dying to know, why would they prohibit high heels here? Because the ground is so uneven and the blocks and the sidewalks are so out of kilter that I guess they ended up getting sued a lot of times down here, and finally decided to pass an ordinance around the time when Jimmy Choo stilettos were popular to ban high heels unless you had a waiver, which you have to go over to City Hall and technically you're supposed to get, and they will issue it to you. I guess it's waiving your rights if you insist on walking around in high heels. And yes, Clint was the mayor here in the mid-'80s, so he made some good changes. I think it's a very touristy town today. The pandemic is kind of lifted here. Pretty much everybody's still wearing a mask, but the town is awful crowded. It is a Sunday. What I want to do is go over and see the Carmel Mission here. It's only open, it's not open Monday and Tuesday, and I'm down here Sunday. It's only open till 5, so I'm going to roll over there and check it out and then come down by the sea here. I was heading down to the waterfront, but check this out. I knew a lot of these houses were built in the English Tudor style, but this is unbelievable. I've never seen a house like this. It just looks like rough-hewn logs, right? Unreal. Can you imagine a town that has no street numbers on it? Napoleon would be turning in his grave. He's the one that first developed the use of numbering on streets, and I was capturing that home, that amazing home, out of, looked like just rough-hewn logs, and the lady's like, "Did you find what you needed to find?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Because there's no numbers here," and they do that on purpose. Yeah. The other thing they do, a lot of these homes have names to them that were given to them when they were built. Looks like many were built in the 1920s or so, and it's considered bad luck if you change the name of the home. So you bought it, you live with it. Let's roll on. think what I really like about these houses is they don't have any of the big, they just didn't bulldoze it and build a McMansion, some huge, gigantic, enormous. They obviously have very strict zoning laws. And although it's touristy here, you don't really have a lot of what I would call, I haven't seen any like t-shirt or knick-knack shops. You also won't find any fast food restaurants, no 7-Elevens. I'm gonna admit it, Clint Eastwood has really good taste. He decided not to, not that I have anything against Monterey, but he decided to settle in Carmel by the Sea, probably because the zoning laws are so doggone strict here. It's beautiful, it's mind-blowing. I really love this place. This is one of these coastal access points that communities are required to provide, because the California Coastal Commission declares that beach access has to be available to all, regardless of money. So they have these pathways that cut through from Malibu all the way up the coast. Wow, talk about Millionaires Row down here. Woohoo! Finally getting a look at some of the front of these houses and the size of this beach area over here. Unbelievable. Beautiful place. If you have money. House. I think it's pretty amazing the way he blended that old style, he or she, on the back there. And then on the front they have this, imagine sitting in there in the morning and having your coffee. It just, you got their art hanging up. Just really, really spectacular. Just what I love, this look. My favorite architecture, this contemporary. Love it, love it, love it. Stonework is just phenomenal on these. Hope you're enjoying the walk as much as I am. This is incredible. And then interspersed here, really have some of the old school. This definitely looks like one of the older cottages, which is nice. That style too, but it's all spectacular. Tooties, what is that? Quirky by the Sea. Here's another one I really love. I think of having breakfast there in the morning, having your coffee, and just looking out there. Love it. Lucky homeowners just had it in. Don't you like these environmentally correct plantings here? Succulents. You don't get a lot of rain here, but just wow. I'm guessing this goes on for miles. Good thing they don't charge you to look around here like they do on 17-mile drive up at Pebble Beach. You can certainly get your feel of the beauty of Carmel by the Sea. An amazing, amazing place. Glad I forged on quickly today and kind of blew past Monterey and came out here because I'm getting tired of hearing it. Wow. Send me money. This is probably the biggest house I've seen, but well, they sure didn't build out to the land. I really admire them for having this space in front preserved, this setback here. That is a big, big house. I don't think it's a bed and breakfast, but have this English style next to it with the twisted cypress trees there. First popo I've seen today rolling around Carmel by the Sea. Playing volleyball. But dude, look how they preserved this. You could build a ton of houses here. The city has kept a lot of green space and open space here. I think it really adds to the desirability of living here. Gonna make my way back to Little Rascal. I'm glad I wore a sweatshirt today. It ain't bikini weather out there. But really happy about the way the day wrapped up here. So I want to thank you guys for being along, and as usual, your thumbs up are most appreciated. Thanks for being at Carmel by the Sea.